this is a little bit annoying and maddening, but at least things worked out in the end, except for one woman named Natalie Green. It didn't work out too well for Natalie.
These images show a then Republican congressional staffer lying face down in a New Jersey nature reserve, her hands zip-tied behind her back, her body lacerated with Trump and a profane word written across her stomach. Tonight, federal prosecutors allege 26-year-old Natalie Green did this to herself, part of an elaborate hoax meant to look like a politically motivated attack. According to the criminal complaint, at around 10:30 p.m. on July 23rd, an unnamed co-conspirator called 911, telling dispatch that she and Green had been walking the trail when three guys just attacked us, talking politics and stuff, calling Green a racist. Police say they found Green crying loudly and yelling, "He has a gun, he has a gun." Investigators later found duct tape and black zip ties inside Green's Maserati. They also allege Green paid an artist $500 to cut her body just hours before the hoax attack. The court documents noting the cuts made to Green's skin at her request followed the exact same pattern as the lacerations observed when she was lying on the ground. Green is now charged with conspiracy to convey false information and hoaxes and with making false statements. In a statement, her lawyer writing, "Under the law, she is presumed innocent." Today, the congressman she used to work for, Jeff Van Drew, said he hopes she's getting the care she needs.
I don't know any more than you all do, and we never would interfere with an investigation or a criminal process.
So as you see there, Jeff Van Drew, Republican congressman, I believe, former staffer, appears to be busted for harming herself, except harming herself and blaming three men running around in the woods, that is with an unnamed co-conspirator. It's a classic tale. We've seen it many times. I think maybe unless they left that out, I guess we give her a little bit of credit for not saying three black men ran up and attacked me, because that's usually the approach when it goes to people who are trying to do something and pull something off like this. ABC News also talked about it. Maybe they have a couple other details that NBC didn't.
What happened was prosecutors were called to a place in New Jersey, a state park in New Jersey, and they had reports of a female that was attacked, that was beaten up, and they say that they went into the car of this person. They found her with lacerations, with all kinds of marks on her, but they noticed something wasn't right. So they went into the car of Miss Green, allegedly, who allegedly had some duct tape, who allegedly had some zip ties in her car. Now they kept going forward a little bit on this, and they looked at sort of the records, the phone records of this co-conspirator, this female co-conspirator that you mentioned, and they said that this co-conspirator allegedly looked up where to buy zip ties, where to find some of these things. They have her on camera allegedly buying zip ties, and then on the same day that she was giving an interview to the FBI, prosecutors searched her phone, and they allegedly found messages with a body modification artist, and that modification artist allegedly told prosecutors that she went to she came and she had matching scars and cuts that prosecutors found her. Now, of course, her attorney says that she's innocent until proven guilty. And we just got a statement from Congressman Jeff Van Drew's office, who's the congressman that she allegedly worked for. And they say that, quote, "We are deeply saddened by yesterday's news. And while Natalie is no longer associated with the congressman's government office, our thoughts and prayers are with her. We hope she's getting the best care that she needs."
Seems the kind of care that she's going to need is mental health. I mean, this seems like a flip out, and that's the direction that she decided to go. And that's being lenient on her. And the only reason I'm being lenient in this direction is because, her scheme didn't really work out. And I feel like many times these types of schemes don't work out. We've seen a few of these others in the past. But I have another thought really fast here. They mentioned in both of these pieces from ABC and NBC, there was a unnamed co-conspirator who, by the way, in this one, they said she looked up zip ties near me on her phone. I feel like I can find some zip ties without having to look it up on my phone. That's like drawing this straight line of incriminating yourself. I get it. People don't watch enough Forensic Files or any kinds of crime dramas where they go through all the basic ways that the dumbest criminals expose themselves with, like, cell phone tower stuff, looking something up when someone murders their wife. Poisons her or something. They check his phone records and he says something. He looks up something like, does rat poison kill a 120-pound human being? Stupid shit like that. But they did that as well. My question, though, is how come the co-conspirator is unnamed? The co-conspirator was part of the crime. Why is she unnamed when Natalie Green is the one who she conspired with and did all this stuff? I'm not sure to what ends they were looking to get this done. Why is she unnamed? I mean, we're getting the bail amounts for Green. We're getting where she went and got herself cut up by some body modification artist. Third question for me: what's that? A body modification artist, is that usually when you go in to get cut? And why this body modification artist decided to do it? I thought maybe they meant like a tattoo artist, but tattooers have tools. What did he cut her with? That's a lot of cuts. There's a lot of questions that I have. I apologize. So maybe the Independent, or their article they wrote on this has a couple more details that answer the 7 more questions that I have. Here's what they said. Green was found near a nature reserve near Egg Harbor Township. This is in New Jersey, by the way, 10 miles from Atlantic City, with her hands and feet bound by these zip ties and her shirt pulled up over her head. So again, the co-conspirator, who's unnamed, did that too. In addition to the words Trump whore, which being written on her stomach, the phrase federal official is racist. They put in quotes, federal official 1 is racist, written on her back. And I think that means the person that she works for. Maybe it's Van Drew. Here's the last piece of information from the Independent. Officers also later recovered a proposed pattern for the scars, which Green allegedly gave to that, body modification artist. The criminal complaint filed against Green claimed that she paid $500 for that procedure to take place. Investigators also found those zip ties similar to the ones used to bind her limbs inside her own damn car. Bro, watch a one drama. A search for her accomplice's phone also found an internet search, which I mentioned before, which read zip ties near me. I have a suggestion for unnamed co-conspirator lady. Try Home Depot. Try any grocery store. Ace Hardware. There's sometimes inside grocery stores. Just try anything that has zip ties. They're kind of plentiful. You don't have to search up for some zip ties. Check the automotive section. Hit up AutoZone. I don't know, man. It's not that hard. But I'm glad they're that dumb and they have no idea what the hell they're doing. I do wish maybe they'll get to this when they go through all of the trials and everything. What was the motivation and what was the thought of what it is you could get out of this? Jeff Van Drew's office. We don't know exactly when she stopped working for him. Maybe it was right after this when she, got cut up and they said, take some time off, bro. Who knows?